Alright, hello guys, welcome back to another video. It's Beezer. Hello, hello. And in today's video, I am just going to be chilling and talking. This is just going to be me doing an infinity tower, literally just relaxing and talking while I do it. I hope you guys had a good Christmas yourselves, though. Me, on the other hand, I would say I had a interestingly calm Christmas. All I did was go outside to an empty parking lot and relax. I sat in a crisscross applesauce position and I listened to music. So it was pretty chill. I'm not gonna lie. It was kind of boring, but I mean that's it. It wasn't any grand dinner. It wasn't spending time with family. It was just me listening to music, and that was it. So that being said, I hope your guys' Christmas was a bit more interesting. Mine wasn't, but I don't regret my Christmas being boring because that's just how I wanted it to be. It fits me. So I guess I should say, I hope your Christmas suited you. But at the same time, Christmas is really about the celebration of Jesus' birth. And something I was thinking about was we don't actually know obviously when he was born. But that being said, I think any day attributed to his birth would make sense. Any day at all, even if it was the day he died, it just seems like it makes sense to just have some kind of homage being paid to Jesus' birth. I don't think it has to be exactly accurate, but that's just something I thought about. I hear people say that so much. You know, we don't know when he was born or whatnot. Think Sherlock, but I don't think that's exactly what matters. I think if you were standing before Jesus and he was wondering why didn't you pay any kind of respect of any sort to him, and you say, oh, well, it wasn't historically accurate, Jesus, my bad, I think it's not going to bode well. Now, granted, even if you did have everything down historically accurate and you weren't saved, then it wouldn't matter, but that is enough specifics on that. Like I said, I do hope you enjoyed yours, but that's what this day was really about, right? And I haven't even read scripture yet. I mean, last night I did. I mean, I count last night as like any time before sunrise, so I guess you could say earlier, but I count it more as any time before sunrise. So yeah, I didn't really read any scripture today. Not yet, at least. I'm going to. Today is just one of those days where it's like, since I'm off an extra day, I get to just relax and clear my mind of any stress. Now, I'm not the most emotional person. I can be, but I choose not to be. And days like this where I just have an extra day off, I can just go somewhere quiet, relax in the cold. I kid you not, I was sitting there in the cold. My toes were getting a bit cold, but the rest of me was pretty warm. Hands were cold here and there, but that was about it. But yeah, I just listened to some music. I put my head down like I was looking down. My chin was resting on my neck or my chest. My chin was resting on my chest, and I was there just sitting there menacingly. No, I'm joking. But I was sitting there, um, listening to music in the cold, dozing off here and there. And the only reason I like woke up a little bit is because I heard some leaves and thought it was a person, but it wasn't. And then I got up and went home. Legs felt a bit awkward after standing up, after sitting in the cold all that time and whatnot. I stood up. Quads felt a little weird. I don't know why that took a second. But yeah, I bought World War Z Aftermath today as well for 25 bucks. I got the game itself costs $30, which is weird in my opinion. It's like the game costs 30. I kid you not, the game costs 30, but the deluxe edition, which has the DLC and the game and a bunch of other stuff, cost what do you call it? It costs 25. So I guess they really just wanted you to buy it, but I mean, hey, it was good either way, I'd say. So yeah. And then I also played some Vigor and whatnot today. Really just a relaxing day, taking it slow, taking it easy. And now we're gonna see how far we can get by just YOLOing it on this Infinity Tower. I've noticed that you can get pretty far just by going YOLO with Breacher. Oh, well, never mind. Forget the yellow part. I just fumbled it horribly. We'll get it back though. I've noticed that you can go pretty far without hostages on Breacher by literally shooting your way through it all. Look at that, you know? But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves or enjoyed yourselves. I'm gonna try and like get this in literally the day of, but like it's gonna almost be over. Like the day's almost gonna be over. It's 11:38. It is 11:38, and I'm gonna try and upload this. I'm not gonna make it too long, but yeah. Oh, as for what I got for Christmas, now, granted, I am a practicing Christian, so this wasn't the most useful gift. I prefer useful things because, well, you know, you can't really go wrong with something useful like a tool of some sort. But a game, you can kind of go wrong there. So, or I mean, food, you can somewhat go wrong there depending on the person, well, if they're Muslim or not. But yeah, for me, I got a game, a card game, and it was Cards Against Humanity. And I heard of this game before. I did hear this game before, but I didn't know about the game. So I look at the game and there's already like there's like a cuss word on the first one, and I'm like, wait, I don't curse. Well, this is pretty much useless because of the humor that's in it. It's just, I guess you can say it's adult humor, but I mean, being an adult obviously doesn't give you the right to sin per se, right? So I was looking at the card and I was like, I could be swearing and I could be the type of Christian that goes along with the flow. But aren't I supposed to be that person who's a thorn in the side? You know, going against the grain type of person, showing the difference. So yeah, that's I can't really set myself as an example of a person who bends the knee. So it's kind of unfortunate that I got that gift. I did have a list of things that I would have preferred instead. Like there was a Secret Santa thing, and I got that game instead of um, I got the game instead of like winter gloves or a better duffel bag, which is what I wanted. You know, things that are useful. You know, imagine it was a sin to have a duffel bag or something like that. I don't know how that would work, but you know, imagine it was just some crazier, crazy list of unspecified things that were wrong. I don't know. It'd be interesting, I'd say. Now, I can understand why pork and whatnot would be a sin, at least in the past. It's not anymore, obviously, but I can see why. You know, uncleanness and whatnot. But a duffel bag, that would take some explaining. You know, I'd be genuinely confused if that were the case. Actually, we're doing pretty good on this run. We're just bodying them. The hostages aren't exactly dying too quick. And yeah, relaxing overall. Relaxing overall. Oops. Can't be having that too often. See how we just bodied that boss there? This is why I'm trying to like get something going with my friend where we can get this crazy combination because what do you call it? What do you call it? What do you call it? Because oops. And it is what it is. Because the breacher, he literally bodies any boss. He just does. Now, some shots do take a bit extra on those shielded people, but they get like staggered or something, so I don't really care there. Oh, I checked this old friend. Not a friend anymore, but at the time he was, and he was just, I would say, a toxic friend. Noisy, and I dealt with it. It was kind of funny at the time, but as I matured and became I guess you could say a better me. I could see the problem with yelling at kids and, you know, trolling them simply for being a kid because their voices were just annoying and they were bad at Siege. This was back when I played Siege, and so I checked his account because I had blocked him originally. I was just so mad. It was one day where he just like sold me on the game, and I was just so mad because of it that I blocked him. And then I like restricted his account. I just stopped talking to him. Then I spoke to him again like one more time, and then that was that. It was very interesting how up and down it was. But yeah, I checked on him again because I remember his account saying like loading or just personal development and working on himself. He was talking about like spirituality, or if not spirituality, something along the lines of just like psychedelics. The lingo, I guess, of psychedelics, where it's like open your eye or open your mind or something like that. Hippie stuff. That sounds hippie. It's like I remember him talking to me about it, and he was offering some different viewpoints, which I personally didn't see plausible, and it just makes me think like and he was also asking some questions that I didn't exactly have the answer to, because well, I don't have all the answers. Oops. But yeah, I don't exactly have all the answers, so I didn't answer. But I was just thinking earlier, like, if I'm going to be offered a new perspective or something, I'd prefer to be offered a new perspective. Being asked a question that doesn't have an answer to it just didn't really help with anything, you know? Didn't really help at all. Okay, this level is questionable. Oopsie. Oh, nice. See, I made it to floor 39 with the old guy, and what do you call it? Oh, already? This is pretty neat. But yeah, I made it to floor 30 with the old guy, or 39 with the old guy, and I was just thinking like I could probably get to the same level with Breacher. I just haven't done yet. Yeah, I should have probably been more careful with this level because it was a hostage level, but it's all good. See, the thing with Breacher is you can literally just gun your way through a room. I don't really have to worry all too much about, taking damage because people are getting hit with like in the first few shots. So, you see, I don't have to worry there. Only thing is taking that passive damage from shooting hostages from so many shots just doesn't really help. Oh, oh, and look at that. Any other person and I would have been dead there. Look at that. The difficulty for this character is literally LOL. Like, that's what it says, LOL. And you can see why it's LOL. I was wondering myself why it was LOL. And now I know. I don't even... I'm not even really worried about HP. I also have an extra life, so I can just do this. And once I die, I can just do it again. Like, this is insane. Look at that. These are armored guys that would make my life harder. Here I am bodying them. Yeah, this is just a walk in the park. Now, at some point, we are going to die, but I mean, look how far we are on one life. And all we're doing is walking and shooting the hostages while we're doing it. Look at that. And then we're right back in it. I'll try and like get another life and stop being so careless. Look at that. We're on 37. This is wild. Okay, this might be a hostage level. We might actually make it to 40 just by botting any boss or any enemy we see. Look at it's like it's crazy that I don't even need to do anything. I can just spam. Look at that. We can get armor, but we're gonna try and go for the extra life. This is just crazy. Also, you just notice like the rooms are just how's the word? Unavoidably or undeniably getting larger. You know? Look at this. We're on 439. I made it this far with the old guy, and we're right back at it. Oops. I might need to buy some armor now. And I could just keep botting them if I do. But I want that extra life. Yeah, I guess it's time to get the armor. I'm gonna cheap out. Oops. Alright, we're on floor 40. Look at that. Don't even really need to do anything. And I can just keep... Oh, shoot. I can just keep doing what I'm doing, which is wild. 41. This is my record, actually. I'm literally just walking, chilling, and talking, and we're hitting records with Breacher by botting them. Literally. There's like no strategy to this. I'm literally just walking and shooting. And as long as I have enough armor, I'm basically set. Because the hostages, I can tank the hostage damage that I put on them. Oh yeah, there is the dog that I have to worry about, but obviously that's nothing too crazy. You know, we don't have to worry about that now, do we? And my strategy is, what if, imagine I had two breaches, right? Now one breach is doing the majority of the damage like it is now, right? And then once one loses their life, now it's just like right back at it. That's like a strategy I have in mind. Just like one breacher. So that's basically like 4 lives, if you will. But that's my plan. Oops. And I'm doing this and I just have no care in the world for the hostage. Look at that. I can just spam. I can literally just spam. And these guys right here, this heavy guy, that's like my only worry, and I can just body him with Breacher. I'm set. My HP is getting low, but I'm set. If I can just get a hostage, like if I can get a med kit, we're definitely set. If I can get a med kit, and I'm one hostage off, so we're gonna try for it. Look at this. We're back in the game. We're literally back in the game, which is wild, by the way. I'm 46. This is crazy. Any boss we're coming across. Now, just imagine I was assault class or old man. Imagine I was one of them doing this. You really think I would make it this far? Oh, like you think I would make it that far, or I would have cleared that room there? I probably would have died with any other character. So I think at some point you need Breacher to just make it this far. Like I think there's no debate. Like I'm taking damage and I'm just tanking it. I'm just tanking it. I'm just like glorifying and gushing over or blushing over the fact that it just Breacher is overpowered. Like this is broken. His difficulty is literally LOL. Now just imagine I had a teammate. Imagine I had a teammate that can carry on. Like they're just sitting in the background taking like little to no damage. I might die here. I'm still alive. We might make it to 50. Aw, nah. Look at that. Look how much armor is in that room, and we just made it to 49. That is insane. Oh my goodness. That was a good run. 17 minutes, and bro, I'm taking a picture of that. I'm screenshotting. I think they made it to 50 by not trying with the breacher. Imagine I had another breacher. We probably would have gone easily 10 more levels. Because the strategy is just kill everybody in the room before it's too bad or too difficult. Now imagine we both got extra lives, and at that point we both just said, I don't care about the hostages, and I just sprayed down the room. Oh my goodness. No strategy to it, just absolutely overpowered. It can be done. It can be done. The only thing is on co-op you get less points and whatnot. So yeah, is what it is. That's it. I'm gonna try and upload this ASAP. That's my plan. Let's get her done.